All right, guys, this problem here says, given the equation of this parabola over here in red, we need to name the following parts: vertex, focus, the p value, the directrix, the axis of symmetry, and then which way it opens. And then once we have those things, then we can graph it over here on our XY plane, okay? So before we do that, this is written in standard form. There's two types of standard form when it comes to parabolas. Either the y's are gonna be squared or the x's are gonna be squared. And down here, it kind of helps you list these out. It's either gonna open left or right if the y values are squared, or it's going to open up or down. That's what the UD stands for if the x values are squared. So this one, the y values are squared, so this is going to either open to the left or to the right. And we need to kind of figure out these parts to see which way that happens, and then we can graph it. All right, so starting first off, our vertex, that's going to be our x value and our y value, and we kind of use like the opposite sign. So here it was a positive one for the x, so my x value is going to be a negative one. Here's a negative one for the y. Mine is going to be a positive one. All right, if I graph that on mine, that's going to be negative 1, 1 right here. Is the vertex of this parabola, okay? We don't have enough yet to find the focus. However, we do have enough to find the p. And you'll notice in each of these, it's 4p in front of this second set of parentheses. So if I just set up a little equation and say 4p equals negative 12 and solve for p, p is gonna be negative 3. All right, so that's going to be my p value. Now, what does this tell me is that from the vertex, I have to go back 3. And since I know it says either left or right, back in this case is going to be left. So we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And right here, if I do that, this value is p. And the point that I made is going to be the focus, right? Which is the point negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so my focus is negative 4, 1 of that parabola. All right, what do I have now? I need the directrix. So this is going to be the opposite direction. So instead of going 3 this way, now I have to go 3 that way. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And right there is going to be on the line of the directrix. And it's actually going to be perpendicular to kind of those 3 points. So I'm going to draw just a dotted line here. And if you're doing this on graph paper, you'll see right away this crosses through the point on the x-axis at 2. So this is actually the line x equals positive 2 for the directrix. Directrix is a line, x equals, positive 2. Okay, the axis of symmetry is that perpendicular line that kind of goes this way. And I think this is a little bit too high. Let me bring it down a little bit. Do another dotted line kind of here. And this crosses my y at 1. So this is the line y equals 1. Y equals 1. Okay, and then lastly, we can actually finally draw our parabola. This opens, you'll notice, it opens in the direction of the focus. So if this is my vertex, here's the focus, it's going to go around that. I'm not too precise when it comes to drawing those out. If your teacher is a little bit more precise, remember the parabola is the same distance from your focus as is the directrix in any single point. Okay, that's kind of the definition of a parabola. But for my class, I'll call this good enough. Once we find these different parts, I'll say it opens left. This will be enough for the graph of this parabola. Hey guys, if this video helped you out, please help me out by liking it down below. Also subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. That really helps me out. I can keep making these videos for you if you do that. And then also you might find this video helpful as you keep doing more parabola problems. See you guys in the next one.